What brought you to the rally today? Why are you here?
Well, I'm from Utah, and I was previously a firefighter and a paramedic for 26 years, retired, took care of people forever, and then became a physician assistant and worked in the emergency room, and was trying to treat people all throughout this illness, and basically was told I wasn't allowed to treat people. I was bullied and shamed, tried to force into getting the vaccine, and then the large corporation Human Resources released my protected health information, which led to everybody knowing about my choice, and in a sense I basically got bullied out of my job, and I no longer have a job.
Did you have any kind of legal recourse that you were able to take, being that your information was released that way? It seems like that would be some kind of a violation of privacy.
It is. It's a HIPAA violation, as most people who know what HIPAA is. But fighting them at this point is very, very difficult. I chose in the end to leave the hospital. It was an incredibly hostile environment, and they weren't allowing me to treat patients with medications that work and are inexpensive, and they just wanted to treat people with very expensive
medications. Would that include medications like ivermectin?
Ivermectin, hydroxychloroquine.
Why do you think there's been such a backlash against these medications that are listed on the World Health Organization as approved medicines that have been around for generations? Do you cynically kind of think it's because the patents have expired and so Big Pharma can't make money off of them anymore? Maybe that's why there's such a backlash?
I don't cynically believe that. That's the truth. I work for a large... I worked for a large teaching hospital, and they get huge grants from Big Pharma, like multi-million-dollar grants, and they were purposely not allowing medications with lots of science behind them. I brought them all the science and everything, all the studies, and no one would even have a conversation with me about it. And they make, you can look on the CMS government site, and they get paid extra for every dose of remdesivir that they give, which is killing people. And if they put people on ventilators, it kills people. So I watched it firsthand. It was unconscionable.
Do you see the vax mandates and the money that's behind it, and like you're talking about where they're kind of tamping down these other medications that aren't making money for Big Pharma? Do you kind of see it all as part of one big web where we're in a country where everything about the medical industry is privatized, everything about the medical industry is about money and for profit, where we don't have Medicare for all? You know, they talk so much about the health and safety of people, but we don't have a government that even gives us Medicare for all. Here in California, which is one of the most pro-democratic states it is the most democratic state in the country, and we still can't get Medicare for all passed even on a state level, and yet we have these vax mandates that are supposedly about the health of Californians. Do you find anything hypocritical about that?
Oh, it's completely hypocritical. They don't care about our health. They care about making us sick so they can continue to charge us for new medications constantly. If you have one symptom, instead of finding out what the cause of that is, they just give you another medication to cover it up, and then you become reliant upon Big Pharma. And my eyes were opened, I'll be honest. I was completely on the other side like 5 years ago. I completely believed in vaccines. All my children are fully vaccinated. I am probably more vaccinated than almost any person. But then when I saw firsthand what was happening, and then them not allowing choice, and then them not allowing me to file vaccine injury reports,
right.
I started to question, I started to research, and I think that's what everybody needs to do. Don't believe what I'm saying. Do your own research. It's there.
Oh, well, see, that's frowned upon now. It's, it used to be, people should read more, people should, educate themselves. But when you try to do that, then suddenly you're accused of doing your own research, like that's a bad thing. It seems like it's always whatever suits the narrative.
Well, I think a good advice is whenever they say it's banned or don't listen to this, those are the people you want to listen to. And then make your own decision. Follow those people. When Joe Rogan was banned for having Robert Malone, a well-renowned scientist and physician,
sure.
and Robert McCullough and all of those guys.
Dear
Corey. Every one of those guys are heroes, and if they're banning them, then there should be, find out why for yourself.
My last interview, he mentioned that it's interesting that if there's so much validity to the one side, that's the pro-vaccine side, why are they so afraid to bring on any of these dissenting opinions and have an open discussion about it? It seems like scientific analysis is always dependent on hearing both sides of the story and finding,
That's the basis of science.
Yeah.
That's why my sign says science, not censorship. So follow the science and follow the money.
Sure.
If you follow the money, you see it leads back to Big Pharma, BlackRock, all of State Street, all of those. But if you follow the science and you really follow the science, then it leads to the truth.
Absolutely.
So, truth.
Thank you so much for taking the time. Do you mind saying what hospital you worked at, or do you not want to mention that?
I don't care. I worked at the University of Utah Hospital,
Okay.
the largest hospital in the state of Utah.
Is that in Salt Lake City?
Salt Lake City.
Okay. And you traveled here from Salt Lake City?
Traveled here from
to be
Salt Lake.
here for the mandate
Yeah.
rally today? That's great.
Mandate freedom.
Thank you so much. I appreciate
You're
you
welcome.
coming out.